Hey guys, this is my final portfolio.
Oh. All right. Okay. All right. Here we go.
I gotta like do this over because my artifact's not gonna fit on it. Anyway, identities I think about most often are race, age, and ethnicity because I feel like when people look at me, you know, obviously I'm a Black child, and you know, some people just not right in it. So gotta think about that. And then my age, you know, maybe like especially my family members, like they be thinking how old I am. They be thinking I'm like 12. And like it gets on my nerves. It's like I'm in high school now, and they be talking to me like I'm 4 or something, and that just makes me so mad. And then ethnicity, I think about that a lot because I'm my mother is she's 30, so she like there's something wrong with her for real because like she just completely disregards like her Hispanic side. Like she doesn't make any traditional foods, none of that. She only makes like Spanish rice. And I just want to like she didn't even teach me Spanish. So I just want to like know more about one of my very important identities. And then some identities I think about least often are sex, national origin, religious, spiritual affiliation, and sexual orientation. I mean, my sex, I'm a female, like by bio, I'm a female. But like, I don't really think about that. That's just not something I think about. National origin, like I'm American. I'm not proud of that. America's terrible. So I don't like thinking about that either. Religious spiritual affiliation. I used to go to church every day. I was like Catholic or whatever, but like now we don't go to church anymore because of certain things. But like my family, they're really religious, but me, I don't think about that. And like, yeah. And sexual orientation, I mean, I don't really think about that. Like, I'm very open about it, but I don't really think about that because people don't look at me and be like, yeah, she's definitely straight. Like, that's just not something I think about every day. But like, when it comes to my family, I definitely think about that. Like, especially my dad. But like, care about it, that's too much. So. And then the identity I would like to learn more about is my ethnicity. I already explained that. My mother doesn't talk about it too much. She's more focused on like I don't even see my mom's side of the family that much. Like she's so focused on my dad that just really makes me mad. Identities I feel have the strongest effect on how I perceive myself are race and ethnicity because people keep saying that like everything's not about race, everything's not about race, but like it quite literally was all about race and it still is. However, I think my identities that have the greatest effect on how other people perceive me are my sex, gender, race, sex, female, gender, girl, race, Black. You know, sexism, racism, just looking at things like I can't do certain things or I act a certain way, just a bunch of stereotypes. And this is like the whole wheel. I couldn't put the thing because it anyway. Ethnicity, Hispanic, race, Blacks, religion. I don't know yet. I don't know. Age, 14. I just said 14. Physical, disability, ability. Not too sure about that yet. First language, English, national origin, American, sexual orientation, pansexual, sex, female, gender, girl, and then economic status, middle class, and then whatever. We're not gonna talk about the artifacts. We're not gonna talk about those right now. But ELA skill that was most challenging to master, criticality. It was just a bunch of overthinking, and I was always thinking I was going to get wrong, and like nobody like you weren't gonna understand what I was trying to say. And yeah, one of my examples that I felt was really good was when we were really far from the tree, and they were trying to find their birth mother. For power, I had put like Maya. She knew where her birth mother was. Like she knew like how she lived in, so she could have found her. She wanted to follow me. She shared the information with her siblings, but then oppression. They didn't want to go find her, and Grace was like on her own. Question number 6. Question number 6 and 7. While I was making my presentation, I was having a lot of trouble with those questions because, like, I knew what they were asking, but I didn't want to answer what they were asking. Like, I don't know, but pretty sure this one was about intellect. It was what new knowledge was most transformative. During Parable of the Sound, like that trusting people isn't the worst thing to do. I mean, it can get you to like a very successful place, and Warren and her whole group demonstrated that very well once they got to where they needed to be and they developed their things. Yeah, this wasn't the worst thing in the world. I put my artifact there. I forgot what example that was. Oh, we gonna skip through several because, like I said, I had trouble with that one, so it doesn't really make sense. Anyway, the assignment I was trying to my ed about creation. I spent a lot of time on it, and I did a lot of research, and I feel like my examples were very good because they happen a lot in society, and people tend to overlook it as, oh, it's just here, it's just a word, it's just this, and that. But it's like, I mean, people get hate crimes and killed and raided over that. So, I mean, technically, it's not just a word, it's not just here, it's not just this, and that. But, yeah. And I had a lot of people help me with this assignment, so I'm very proud. And I got a good grade on it. Yeah. Assignment that needs the most improvement, my extended writings, because I feel like they give you, it limits how much like detail you can go into. Like the last extended writing that we did, I didn't get a bad grade on it. I did good, but I feel like being able to only like talk about one premise was very like hard for me because usually like PBAs, I do good on those because I'm able to like expand more on my ideas. But being able to only talk about one idea and having to like build on that specific idea, it was kind of hard. So yeah. Class discussions help me because they provide me with like new ideas, and I was able to generate more questions I could look for the answers to. And it was just nice seeing other people's perspective. And sometimes it would change my way of thinking about characters in the book, or like situations that happened and why it happened, or like why characters act the way that they do. So yeah, and a lot of the class discussions, like they help me with my work because like I was able to generate more questions and pay attention to certain plot points, and yeah. My own feedback and evaluation. Last portfolio, I was just like telling myself to like look for situations that I was interested in and like build off of that. Like, yeah, like ask questions about it and like just build off of that. So yeah, use my own feedback to generate better ideas for my work so that it would be the fullest potential. It's like I have yet to act upon to stop procrastinating. I feel like procrastination is a big problem for me and a big problem for everybody. Really. Like, y'all can't lie, y'all can procrastinate. And I do too because I really be thinking in my head, like, if I just take a nap now and then get this done later, I'll have enough time to know, then I'll be sleep, and then it's the next school day, and then I'll be like, I can get this done during second period, then I'll have enough time to, but no, I have to stop procrastinating, and I just always wait till last minute, and that's not good. That's not good. My three reflections that goes, I want to just like really just like evaluate my weaknesses and see what I can do to improve those habits and skills. Some current goals I have: stop procrastinating, ask more questions about the work, and put my utmost effort into my assignments. I don't ask questions that often. Questions for none of my teachers. Like, I just have this thing in my head that if I do it by myself, it'll all be okay. Like, I'll get it at some point, and like that just doesn't work out. Like I'm not supposed to. I can't do everything by myself. I just really have to start asking more questions, and then put more effort into my assignments. I'm not gonna say that I don't put any effort into my assignments, but definitely don't be putting like all of my effort into my assignments because like that's crazy. But that's it.
I think 35, right? So